Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Truth Hurts. Today I'm going to be discussing red flag number 198, signing the Lilith's Law petition. The main ingredient for an argument is an opinion. The main ingredient for a fight is mixing two or more opinions. I'm fighting to make Lilith's Law a statute. Not just for the United States, but global. If the U.S. implements this law, I'm certain other countries will follow. I'm learning with narcissistic survivors, the most important thing to them is to forget everything that's happened to them. And not giving a damn about the next source of supply. That's naive, like you were. That's about to get PTSD, CPTSD, STD, etc., etc., etc. Most people heard the word narcissism, but don't have a clue what it is. Think about it. If someone proven to you that your monster was a narcissist, would you have gotten into a relationship with them? Hell no! Think of all the pain and suffering you could have avoided if you were aware. Think of how soon you would have left if you seen the red flags. Think of how fast you would have been running if you had known. Think of how you have never taken them back when you broke up the first time. This is the Truth Hurts channel, and the truth is, survivors are selfish. They want to discuss what happened to them and not do anything to assure it doesn't happen to the next person. You see, what gives the monster its power is silence. The monster is hoping you remain quiet so no one knows anything about what they're doing. It destroys their image of being decent. In many cases, survivors don't want to share their private embarrassments publicly. So what normally happens? The narc is free to repeat the same violations with an unsuspecting Vic. Well, I'm a different breed. I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. Malcolm X's way. By any means necessary. Now, dream killers are telling me this law can't be done simply because they can't conceive it to be done. And start punching holes into the petition long before the petition is even formulated. Well, they're wrong. Someone had a dream about walking on the moon. He was laughed at and viewed as crazy when people realized he was serious. A man walking on the moon came to pass, didn't it? I believe, if I'm correct, Michael Jackson was that man and named it the moonwalk. The ones that implemented this dream was NASA, and NASA made the dream a reality. So why can't a law against narcissism become a statute? There's a saying, there will be haters, there will be doubters, there will be non-believers, and there will be you proving them wrong. Don't let anyone tell you something can't be done. Red flag! Anyone that tries to sabotage your idea or dreams, run! Now, saboteurs against the petition are saying things like this. This is a nice sentiment, but I can see how well a narcissist abuser appears to be the victim in courts. This will backfire, trust me. Leave this one alone. I'm against this. When you listen to people like this, nothing ever gets done. Because they already have a defeated attitude. When you want something done, you have to get up with optimistic people. Optimistic. Feeling that virtually impossible task is completely reasonable and can be done. These are some of the comments on this petition. Who are my NASA people that signed and shares my dream of making a narcissist a accountable for their actions. If you decide to read the petition, notice they are coming from different countries. 1. The public needs to know how these horrible parasitic lies destroy lives and families. I almost married a man that has reduced me to almost nothing. It took me 2 years of therapy to realize I didn't do anything to warrant his actions. I hope this will help other victims recover and move on from their lives swiftly. It's about time. Narcissists hide in plain sight due to society's ignorance of their dangerous and destructive disorders. Scotland already has a law like this on the books. Enough is enough. I support this cause. Something needs to be done about this problem before any more lives are ruined or lost. Intention to lie, abuse, harm, violate, cause trauma, etc., mentally and emotionally and or physically should be a crime, with the key words being intent and abuse. There must be a law to hold malignant narcissists accountable for their emotional and physical abuse, as well as preventing them from using our justice system to further victimize their victims while they walk away unscratched when they are actual perpetrators of their abuse. My life was ruined by a narcissist financially, emotionally. I was given STDs and now suffer from PTSD. I support this fight to end the vicious cycle of abuse. It's too easy for them to get away with it right now. Deliberate deception, targeting and manipulation, the empathic people who, because of their given nature, gives everything of themselves to the narc until there is nothing left before being discarded. Criminal. I was married to an abusive narcissistic man for many years. And still after the divorce, he still continues to abuse and nothing is ever done about it. Laws need to be made to protect both men and women from this type of abuse. They intentionally cause pain, then leave the victim to suffer in multiple ways, financially, physically, mentally, socially, etc. Sometimes this suffering leads to suicide or mental breakdowns. They should be charged for the trauma. Regardless of financial effects, they should be charged with assault. I suffered physically, emotionally, financially from narcissistic abuse. There is no remorse or accountability. Change needs to happen. People are dying and suffering daily. There needs to be consequences for this cruel behavior as soon as possible. There should be a punishable crime. No one has the right to be inhumane. I was with someone for 8 years and didn't know what was going on until the last 2, when I did so much research to figure out he was a narcissist and had been lying and deceiving me and everyone he knows in his entire life. He is a pathological liar, con artist, fraud, thief, master manipulator, abuser, and so much more. There needs to be a law and more help for people who are victims of this. It's so dangerous and damaging. There were a few times I wanted to kill myself because of what he was doing to me. No one should ever have to go through this emotional, mental, and verbal abuse. Narcissistic personality disorder is ruining people's lives. Something needs to be done to provide protection to vulnerable people. This type of abuse needs to be taken very seriously. The immediate and long-term damage to partners and children should be a crime. This definitely needs to be passed. So many of us have been damaged by these kinds of people. It's abuse in ways others can't physically see, but it completely takes over someone's life and many years to recover if we get out. These abusers destroy in every way imaginable without so much as blinking an eye. We suffer in every way. Why shouldn't they be punished? Just because you can't see it? Try feeling it. Try living it. It's evil. A pure living hell. Unless you experienced it firsthand, you can't even begin to understand it. Go Sherry, go Sherry. She made me cry on that one. I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and it makes me very happy to see this petition. I believe any abuser should be held accountable for his or her actions, as it is a crime, should be punishable by law. This petition is a great step towards creating this awareness and providing a means to support fellow victims. Thank you for creating this bill. I want to specifically call out Judge Beep Beep, Douglas County, Colorado, Family Court, who swallowed up all his lies, held him accountable for nothing, made my life a living hell, and actually put my life in danger. I was forced to leave the state, and the stalking continues to this very day. Courts needs to learn that difficult divorces aren't about two difficult people. One party is very likely a dangerous narcissist. This one is a prime example of how great minds think alike. If this passes, it will be too late to help me, but at least it will help other people in the future. This is an important issue, as a narcissist is a wonderful, charming actor, which also how they drew us in to the abuse. And without stringent laws and training, they will re-abuse their victims, and they make a mockery out of the justice system. Please don't re-victimize us again. Pass the Lilith'S law. Abuse of court time should also be included. Abuse of the whole court system in general. This is very real and needs to be addressed. A narcissist is a criminal and worse. The longer people ignore such an issue, the longer the narcissist starts to embrace this as a good thing to be in this world. We, meaning men and women, children, babies, seniors, the human race deserves to be protected. It's our right. These 25 points here, in my opinion, are the best of the 286 comments at the moment of this petition. I'm certain other comments will have more meaning to other people, but the truth of the fact is, all the comments applies to us. And the main point being, the monster needs to be held accountable and needs to be stopped. Please, please sign the Lilith'S law petition. The link will be at the bottom of this video. After I'm done revising it, it will go to lawyers for proper formatting and wording. Then submit it to my councilman to be submitted to New York senators, who will place it in the Senate for deliberation. And I'm willing to go to Capitol Hill to speak on its behalf. I'm only trying to help people. Also, I'm not asking for money in this endeavor, so do not donate after you sign the petition. The donation button there is for the petition website itself, unless you want to support the website. But please, sign the petition.